Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at TritonMP.com.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
And it's 8-5. Here's a drive to the bucket, count it, and a foul for Chloe Verdon. So 8-7 Eastside. And Verdon to the line to try and finish off the three-point play. And does. All square at 8, 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Kitchen, baseline drive, pulls up. That's no good. And a whistle, ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blazers. Kitchen inbounds. Comes up top for Carnahan. Bounce pass over to Moffler, who has 6 of her team's 8 points here in the first quarter. Eldon back to Kitchen. Left corner, Carnahan a triple, and that's good. And it's 11-8. Now we've got the scoreboard right. Here's Turner. Looking for a seam down the lane, lost it off her leg, picked up by Kitchen. Behind the back dribble, into the lane. That was a nice move by Lucy Kitchen. And it's 13-8 Blazers. On the other end, scoop shot up and good by Grace Charlock. And it's 13-10. Both teams got off to a slow start, but really starting to heat up offensively. And a turnover by the Blazers. Charlock comes across the timeline. Leaves it for Heller. Charlock back to Turner, right on the three-point line. That shot's no good. And Kitchen's got the rebound. Pass up ahead and a block as Eldon went to the basket. And then a travel going to be called after Ryland Moffler picked up the loose ball. And we'll go back the other way as Taylor Mack is checked back in now for the Blazers. Kind of wonder how much the benches might play into these two championship games tonight, because all 4 teams are playing for the 3rd night in a row. We'll see what kind of legs everybody has once we get to the 4th quarter, and they're going to call a double dribble on Mallory Huffnagel, and that'll go back the other way. Kitchen across the timeline, left side for Moffler. We're down to 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Back over to Kitchen. Had it knocked away from behind. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Blazers. 4.2 seconds left on the clock. Kitchen will inbound down on the baseline. Bounce pass comes in, shot up, no good from Moffler. Rebound put back up, no, tapped out by Fremont. That's the end of the quarter. After 1, 13-10, Eastside leads Fremont. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We head to the second quarter. Eastside leads at 13-10. Both teams got off to a shaky start offensively, but seemed to settle in as we moved through the quarter, and maybe a few jitters here on championship night, maybe a little fatigue, who knows. Both teams had really tough, close Friday night semifinal games, and Fremont's win over Fairfield and Eastside's win over Angola both went right down deep into the fourth quarter before either game was decided. And right now, the delay is the possession arrow at the scorer's table wasn't working, and now they've installed a new one, and I think Coach AD Tom Skimmerhorn deserves a nice little hand. So back underway. Here's Charlotte. Over on the left side, it goes for Huffnagel. Dribbles it across the top of the key, down the right side of the lane. Kick in the corner for Heller. Or Verdon, excuse me. Now back up top it comes for Haley Heller. She'll run it one-hander in the lane, missed it. And the rebound pulled out of there by Ryland Moffler for Eastside. Back into the front court, here's Carnahan. Right side, Kitchen. Fremont's been in that 2-3 zone since the start. It's been fairly effective against the half-court Blazers. It's been the transition Blazers that have done the damage, and Eldon steps up and knocks home a triple. And the Eastside lead is 10. Or 6, excuse me, 16-10. Trying to get it to Turner. Briefly knocked away. Fremont will retain the possession. Here's a three in the air from Huffnagel that's no good. And on the rebound, we've got a held ball between Turner and Moffler, and the arrow points it back to Eastside. First time we've seen the full court pressure by the Eagles. They'll get it to Carnahan into the front court, on up to Mack. And Fremont will settle back into their zone. Up top to Kitchen. Back cross court to Carnahan, who just hit a three a moment ago. Bounce pass inside. Mack got inside position but missed the layup. Got her own rebound. Put back wouldn't go. And Fremont comes out with it. And the Blazers come away with a steal. Mack spins into the paint. Missed it at point blank range again. And Charlotte's got it back the other way for Fremont. Pulls up right elbow. Got it. That's 7 for Grace Charlotte. And Fremont cuts it back to 4. 5:45 to play here in the first half. If memory serves me correct, I think we've only had 3 fouls called so far in this first half. And the one on Fremont, and then Fremont was whistled for 2 on fast break opportunities. I think that's it. Here's Mack right side, poked away. Ball's loose on the floor. Now there's a scrum for it. Picked up by Charlotte. She'll lay it up. Couldn't get it to go, but draws the foul. And that was a case right there where Fremont just out-hustled Eastside to the basketball. It would have been similar to a scoop and score in football as Charlotte just picked it up right off the ground and went in for the layup. It was challenged. Couldn't get it to go, but she was fouled and at the line to shoot 2. Second one is short, and the rebound comes down to Eldon. 3-point Blazer lead, 16-13. Mack from downtown, that rims out. And the rebound to Fremont. Verdon pulled it in, now she'll bring it up herself. Right down the lane, and a blocking foul going to be called on Eastside's Addison Moffler.
Blazer fouls number 30, Addison Moffler. That's her first, team second.
And that's going to send Chloe Verdon to the line, and a couple here would bring the Eagles right back to within one. First one's on the way and good.
For the Blazers, number 44, Peyton Ricasa.
And the second one is good. 5 now for Chloe Verdon. And it cuts the Eastside lead to 1, 16-15. Blazers with the basketball. Here's Moffler. Got it to Eldon, and Eastside able to hang on to it. Bounce pass down on the baseline, and they'll throw it away. Pass was intended for Peyton Ricasa. And she tried to save it from going out of bounds, and Fremont comes up with a loose ball. Here's Turner. A lot of contact, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Maya Turner. So back-to-back ends, really physical plays on that end of the floor.
For the Eagles, number 24, Haley Heller.
Blazers will bring it in. They were prepared for more pressure from Fremont. But they'll get it up across the timeline. Ricasa's got it high on the right side. Over to Moffler, couldn't handle the pass. It's out of bounds, and it will go the other way. So the Eagles, another chance to regain the lead. They trail it by 1, 16-15. 4:13 to play. Willow Towers, a 5'8" senior, has checked in for Fremont.
Back in for the Blazers, number 32, Taylor Mack.
And we'll go back the other way as Taylor Mack is back in for the Blazers.
For the Eagles, number 12, Chloe
Verdon re-enters now for Fremont after a brief break, and we've got a 30-second timeout taken by Eastside. Back after this on Hometown Media.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
16-15, Eastside with the lead, 4:03 to play here in the first half. And it'll be Blazer basketball out of the timeout. Just when you think both teams are finding their way offensively, they go cold from the field again. Mack used up her dribble. Hands off for Eldon. Now she's in trouble out near the timeline, and they're going to nail Fremont for a reach-in foul. That's going to go on Charlotte. That's her first. Only the second against Fremont here in this quarter. In fact, team fouls all even at 2 apiece. Inbounds deep into the backcourt for Kitchen. Ricasa will take the triple. That rims out. Eldon's got the rebound, feeds to Mack, and she'll put it in. First bucket for Taylor Mack. It's after a 26-point performance last night, and Charlotte answers on the other end. Mack will try the triple. That's off the back iron, no. And the rebound pulled down by Mallory Huffnagel. Here's Charlotte. Long cross-court pass for Verdon. Back it comes for Heller. Turner, top of the key. Down the lane, contact, and Maya Turner is going to go back to the free throw line.
Poison fouls number 32, Taylor Matt. That's her second. Team third. Shoot two for the Eagles, number 2, Maya Turner.
2 points on the night. In fact, she got the first bucket for the Lady Eagles in this championship game and steps up and knocks home the first free throw. And now a chance to give Fremont the lead. Huffnagel is out. Towers back in now for the Eagles. Turner hits them both. And Fremont leads at 19-18, and here comes the full court pressure. Eastside breaks it relatively easy. But they'll turn it over once they do. And look, we got a really nice crowd. There is a huge crowd from Fremont that has made the drive over. Eastside seated behind us, so it's a little more difficult to tell, but it appears to be pretty good as well, and we don't even have the crowds here for the boys' game yet. Here's Turner down to the baseline. Out it comes to Tower. Heller will throw it over in the corner for Verdon. Reverse layup wouldn't go. That was a good effort, though, by Heller. And Eastside's got it back the other way, looking to regain the lead as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the quarter. Here's a three from Moffler that's off the mark, no. It'll be Fremont basketball with 1:53 to go. Charla goes in the left corner for Heller. Inside for Tower, cut off. Back out to Heller. Splits two defenders in the lane, lost it out of bounds. Looked like contact, but no call. And we'll go back the other way.
Take it back into the Eagles, number 20, Mallory Huffnagel.
Well, Huffnagel back in. As she comes in for Heller. Here's a steal. Charla pulls up from the free throw line. Back iron, no. And Kitchen, the rebound back the other way for Eastside. Brings it across the timeline against Turner. Right side for Ricasa. Now Kitchen. Right corner, Ricasa, another attempt at a three, and again it rolls out. And Fremont back the other way as we go under a minute to play here in the first half. Cross court, three is up and good for Chloe Verdon. Fremont with her biggest lead of the night at 4. It's 22-18. And a steal by Charla. And she will go in for the layup. And Fremont on a roll right now as they have taken what was a 6-point deficit and turned it into a 6-point lead. And a tip pass, and Eldon picks it up and puts it in the lane. 24-20. Fremont the lead of the basketball, final 23 seconds. Let's see if the Eagles hold it for the final shot, because they will have the basketball to start the third quarter. Here's Tower up top for Charlotte. And the pass deflected away, picked up by Turner, dumps it back in the corner for Verdon. Her three, no good. Tower with a tip, that wouldn't go. And for Eastside won't get a shot away. And we're going to halftime. Slow start, but things really picked up there in that second quarter. And the Fremont Eagles will take a 4-point lead to the locker room. Fremont 24, Eastside 20. We're back in a bit. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Thank
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
/careers. Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back at Ligonier where it's halftime and Fremont leads Eastside 24-20. And both teams had their struggles offensively throughout that first quarter, but Fremont seemed to figure it out there late in that second quarter. Defensively, they held Taylor Mack to just 2 points in that first half. Mack also picked up 2 fouls, which could prove to be big coming up later in the game. But she did sit quite a bit in that first half, and we'll see how that plays out as far as fatigue goes once we get to the fourth quarter, because we were talking earlier that all 4 teams playing tonight. Fremont, Eastside girls here, Westview, Angola boys in the next game. All 4 are playing for the 3rd consecutive night. And that could be a little taxing. We'll see. I know they're 16, 17 years old, but we'll see how that shapes up going forward. But it will be Fremont basketball as we get ready to start this third quarter. Eagles trying to avenge their only loss of the season. That was an 8-point setback way back on November 14th to Eastside, 54-46. And is the only nick in the armor for the Fremont Eagles as they get ready to head into the final home stretch of the season before the state tournament starts here in a few weeks. Eagles have the basketball to start the third. A 4-point lead. Here's Turner in the corner. Looks inside as Heller was trying to seal off down low. Now it's loose on the floor and a held ball, and this will be Eastside basketball. Fouls have been at a minimum. Only person in any kind of foul trouble at all is Taylor Mack for Eastside. She's got 2. A few other players scattered around with a foul each. But nobody in serious foul trouble as we get underway here in the third quarter. Kitchen, a deep 3 is no good. Battle for the rebound. Max got it. And then what we got? I think one official was ready to call an offensive foul. The other one called a blocking foul. Nope, they did call the offensive foul. That's going to go on Mack, and that's her 3rd. That could be huge. That's going to get Carnahan back off the Eastside bench and checking back into the ball game. Down low, Eldon spins, couldn't get it to go. Turner's got the rebound. little more than a minute into this third quarter, still 24-20 Fremont. Here's Heller. Works against Eldon. Left side for Huffnagel. Now Turner, left of the circle. Got it to Verdon, got in a little bit of a jam over there on that sideline again. Now back to Heller, runner in the lane, no good. And Mack, who stayed in the game with those 3 fouls, pulls down the rebound. Up ahead to Moffler. And a Fremont blocking foul down on the baseline is going to go against Mallory Huffnagel. And now Carnahan is set to check in. And I'm sure she's coming in for Mack, who's going to sit for a few minutes with those 3 fouls.
Team first. Checking in for the Blazers, number 22, Carla Carnahan.
So Carnahan back in. Inbounds comes to Eldon, can't get it to go, but she's fouled and she will shoot 2. So a couple of quick fouls called on Fremont on this trip down the floor for Eastside.
Fouls, number 10, Grace
and that's going to go on Grace Charlotte. That's her second.
Blazers, number 42, Adelaide Eldon.
And it's going to send Adelaide Eldon to the free throw line, trying to get Eastside a little bit closer. First one's up and good. (24-21). Second one is no good. And the rebound comes down to Eastside. Carnahan will try the triple. It's no good. And Charlotte's got the rebound. Back the other way. Cut off, and then the ball taken away by Moffler. And then a foul going to be called against Verdon. She went for the steal and then ran into Kitchen. And that's 3 quick fouls on Fremont here in this quarter. And for Chloe Verdon, that's going to be her second. Blazers will get it across the timeline against that trapping defense by Fremont. Verdon with the steal. Back the other way. It looked like some contact. No call, but Verdon will put it up and in anyway. And it's 26-21. Out of bounds was it tipped? That's the question. That's what the officials are talking about. I'm not sure either could tell. It'll be Fremont basketball. Charlotte got it across the timeline. Here's Heller left of the circle. Trying to get around Moffler. Now right side it comes for Huffnagel. Her 3 is no good. And the rebound comes down to the Blazers. Kitchen will bring it across the timeline against Turner. Works off a screen right side to Moffler. Moffler drives in and rolls it in. That's 6 for Moffler, and Fremont wants a timeout as their lead is back to 3. It's 26-23. And don't forget, coming up next, we've got the boys championship game. That'll feature the Angola Hornets taking on the Westview Warriors. That'll be about 35-40 minutes after the conclusion of this one, because they do allow for a short celebration for the winning team to cut down the nets and take some pictures and whatnot. So probably looking at 35, 40, maybe even 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one, the NECC Boys Championship between Angola and Westview. Right now, it's a 3-point lead for Fremont. And the Eagles will have the basketball right at the timeline. Turner will throw it in. Comes into Charlotte, who leads all scorers with 12. Got into the lane, but threw it away. Pass picked off by Kitchen. She'll take it 1-on-2. No call on anything, and Eastside still has the basketball. Eldon will throw it up. That won't go. Man, that was a pretty rough trip for the officials, I think. Fremont back the other way. Charlotte down to the baseline. Her pass hit the rim. Tapped out. Right to Verdon. Her three no good. And Kitchen's got the rebound. Like the officials got somewhere to be. Here's Carnahan, double teamed on the sideline, and Coach Mike Lordy wants the timeout. And they'll get it. 4:14 to go here in the third. 26-23 Fremont. We're back after this on Hometown Media.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
26-23, that's the score. Fremont leads it with 4:14 to go here in the quarter. And Blazers burn a timeout after Fremont defense had got a trap in the sideline right in front of the Blazer bench. And Coach Mike Lordy not one to risk a turnover. He burns the timeout. It's going to be interesting to see how long they go with Taylor Mack on the bench with those three fouls. A lot of contact on the baseline. Again, no call either way. Moffler into the paint and puts it in. It's a one-point ball game. Addison Moffler now in double figures. She's got 10. Inside Turner. Double, triple team. Steps back off the glass, wouldn't go, and Kitchen's got the rebound. Chance for Eastside to regain the lead. Moffler floater on the baseline, that's good. She's had the hot hand for the Blazers tonight. She's now got 12. And Eastside regains the lead, 27-26. 3:15 to play here in the quarter. Here's Turner. Eldon fell down. Turner left it short, and it'll be Eastside basketball. And Coach Mike Lordy going to bring Taylor Mack into the ball game with those three fouls and 3:05 to go. Thought he might hang a little bit longer as long as Eastside was in the lead or just maybe a point behind, but Mack's back in there with those three fouls. Here's Moffler, had it blocked by Turner, right into the hands of Verdon, and she'll take it down the lane, spins and travels. Turnover back to the Blazers. And now Fremont wants a timeout. 27-26 Eastside, 2:48 to play here in the third. We are back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson.
Back at West Noble, Ligonier, 27-26. Eastside a 1-point lead over Fremont, 2:48 to play here in the third quarter. I think the biggest lead was 6 for either team tonight. I think both teams had a 6-point lead at one point. It's been a very physical game. And the officials have let it be physical. They've let them play. Not sure one side or the other has gained a big advantage from it. It's pretty much been on both ends of the floor, it seems like. So here comes some pressure by Fremont as the Blazers will throw it in bounds. Moffler will get it to Eldon. Back to Moffler. Used upper dribble. Bounce pass into the front court to Kitchen. Right side Moffler. Bounce pass inside for Eldon. And man, as physical as let this game be. That's pretty much a touch foul on Haley Heller. I'm not saying it wasn't, but they let him get by with a lot more than that. Inbounds comes up top for Mack. Here's Kitchen. Used up her dribble, left side for Moffler. Throws it inside for Mack, spins with the right hand. That rolls off. And back the other way comes Chloe Verdon. And she traveled. So another Fremont turnover gives it right back to Eastside after they took it away. Here's Mack, and then another foul called on Fremont. That's going to go on Heller. And that'll be her third.
Fouls number 24, Haley Heller. That's her third. Team fifth. Shooting two for the Blazers, number 32, Taylor Mack.
Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Willow Towers is going to check back in for the Eagles as Mack knocks home the first.
Here for the Eagles, number 1, Willow Towers.
28-26. Got them both. That's 4 now for Taylor Mack. And Coach Mike Lordy going to try to steal a few minutes with those 3 fouls as he brings her back out of the ball game now with his team leading by 3. Charlotte will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Riley Moffler. Here's Tower with it. Right corner it goes. Verdon will take the 3. That's no good. Rebound Charlotte runs it back into the lane. Flips it up with the right hand. It wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul called against Eastside. It's going to go on Kitchen. Lucy Kitchen picks up her first. And Grace Charlotte to the free throw line, and the first one's up and no good. She's got 12 in the ball game. And the rest for Taylor Mack was brief as she's right back into the ball game to replace Mackenzie Dawkins. Yeah, pretty much a full house right now. Charlotte misses that one. Westview fans and the Angola fans for the boys game have started to fill in the empty seats that were here at the start of the girls game. So right now, everybody playing in pretty much a full house. Mack will take the triple in the corner, and it's good again. That matches the biggest lead of the night for either team at 6 points. Here's Charlotte trying to get around the corner against Eldon. Throws it inside. Tower come up with it. Out it goes to Verdon. 3 in the corner wouldn't go. And on the rebound, they're going to call Turner for the foul. Dawkins went to the scorer's table and was about to check in, and Coach Mike Lordy pulled her back. That's 5 fouls against Fremont, so we walk to the other end for free throws with Lucy Kitchen. And she can give the Blazers the biggest lead for either team tonight, and the first one's up and good. Second one is good. So she got them both. 34-26, 8-point lead now for the Blazers. Turner backs it out with 42 seconds to go. Here's Charlotte to the free throw line. Left-handed dribble in the corner to Verdon. Baseline drive and a lot of contact, and that's going to be an offensive foul called on Verdon. That'll be her third. So that's 3 on Verdon. And player control foul, so no free throws this time. Down to 27.2 seconds to play here in the quarter. The 8-point advantage, the biggest of the night for either team. EASTSIDE will get it across the timeline. Fremont trying to create havoc, and here's a whistle and another foul against Fremont. That's going to go on Charlotte, and that's her third. So for a game that didn't have very many whistles, they have started to pile up here in this third quarter. As Knopfler goes to the free throw line, and the first is up and good. And all of a sudden, EASTSIDE could be looking at a 10-point lead if Knopfler can knock this one down. Towers is out of the ball game. Both free throws are good. Mackenzie Dawkins has checked in now for EASTSIDE. 15.6 seconds left, 35-26. Drive to the basket, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on the Blazers. And it's going to send Verdon to the free throw line.
Blazer foul is number 4, Lucy Kitchen. That's her second.
So Kitchen picks up the foul, her second.
2 for the Eagles, number 12.
And Chloe Verdon to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's working on a 10-point night tonight. First one rolls off. Just 2.6 seconds left here in this quarter. Second one. That rolls off. Rebound knocked around. Knopfler comes up with it, and time will run out, and that's the end of the third quarter. 36-26. EASTSIDE with the biggest lead of the night for either team. We're back after this on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
We head to the fourth quarter, 36-26. EASTSIDE with a 10-point lead over Fremont. Game's leading scorers, Grace Charla for the Eagles and Addison Knopfler for EASTSIDE, both with 12. Only other player for either team in double figures is Chloe Verdon for the Eagles, who has 10. Eagles have the basketball to start this quarter. Here's a pull-up jumper that's off the mark, no good, and Max got the rebound. See if the Eagles may consider, or the Blazers rather, may consider trying to shorten this game a little bit with that 10-point lead. Dawkins will take the baseline jumper, no. And the rebound comes down to Charlotte. She'll run it with a left hand into the front court. Down near the baseline. They'll work it back up top now for Huffnagel. Inside Charlotte. Tried to split the double team. Had it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor, and Eastside comes out with it. And then Kitchen is fouled. That's going to go on Charlotte, and that's going to be her fourth. And that could be huge for Fremont with still 7:18 to play. Kitchen will take a deep three. That rims out. And the rebound comes down to Haley Heller. Up ahead, Charlotte. Baseline cut off by Kitchen. Bounce pass inside for Turner. Spins with the right hand. Couldn't get it to go, but she's fouled and will go to the line and shoot two. Maya Turner, Turner's been held in check tonight.
Team first. Shooting two for the Eagles, number 2.
Just 4 points for the talented junior. And that one rims out. Moffler back in as she comes in to replace Adelaide Eldon. Second one from Turner is good. And that stops a Fremont scoring drought. Eagles only scored 3 points in that third quarter. Here's Moffler, ball knocked away. It's loose on the floor, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Eastside. Kitchen. Here's a lot of contact away from the basketball, and who's this going to go on? That's going to go against Huffnagel, and that's her second. Nine-point Eastside lead. Moffler got inside and puts it in. 38-27, 11 points is the biggest lead for Eastside, but Charlotte cuts right back into it with the jumper right side of the lane. And a turnover on the Blazers as Moffler's called for double dribble. And nearly a turnover, but Turner able to hang on to it. Here's a long three that's up and no good from Chloe Verdon. And the Eastside Blazers have it back the other way. Up ahead to Dawkins. Now Kitchen back to Dawkins. She'll take the three in the corner. It's short. And the rebound put up and in by Fremont. Moffler put it up and in. And Fremont now trails it 40-29. Here's a three in the corner. That'll help. Big bucket for Heller. And then double dribble called on Dawkins down on the baseline. And now Fremont wants a timeout. Eagles have clawed back to within 8. It's 40-32. We've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
8-point lead for Eastside, 40-32. We've still got enough time for Fremont, 5:13 to play, but Eagles are going to have to get some stops defensively and convert on the other end. Big news right now, Grace Charlotte playing with 4 fouls for the Eagles. She's the only player in any real serious foul trouble now. Huffnagel has 3. For Eastside, Taylor Mack has had 3 for a while now. Other than that, I don't think anybody with more than 2. Here's Charlotte into the front court, drifts over to the left side. Long cross-court pass for Heller, and it's out of bounds. And it'll be Eastside basketball. Inbounds comes to Eldon, to Kitchen, into the front court. Right side, Moffler. Here's Kitchen. Moffler, a couple of dribbles. Now Addison Moffler, floater on the baseline is no good. Kitchen sneaked in for the rebound. And then a whistle and a foul is going to go against Chloe Verdon. And that'll be her third.
Eagle fouls number 12, Chloe Verdon. That's her third. Team third.
3 team fouls against Fremont here in this quarter. The 8-point lead for Eastside. Inside, Eldon puts it up and in. And the lead back to double digits. Here's Heller with a drive. That's no good, and Mack's got the rebound. Mack into the front court. And a steal by Maya Turner. And she'll race in and is fouled from behind by Kitchen. And it's going to send Maya Turner back to the free throw line. She just hit 2 there a couple of minutes ago. She's got 5 in the ball game.
Shoot 2 for the Eagles, number 2, Maya Turner.
First one's up and good. At this point, Fremont will take all the points they can get with the clock stopped. 42-33. Make it 42-34. Lead back down to 8. Moffler's into the front court. Now to Kitchen. Had it slapped away by Turner, and then Turner comes up with a steal. Back the other way, Maya Turner all the way to the cup. 2 more. And all of a sudden, the lead down to 6. 42-36, and Eastside wants the timeout. We take a quick break. Back after this on Hometown Media.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now, it's in our name.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now, it's in our name.
This is where I work.
But this place,
Back to the free throw line, and the first one's good. So Verdon is already fouled out for Fremont. Charlaw has 4, and Huffnagel has 4, or excuse me, Heller has 4. And a couple of free throws up and good for the Blazers, and now Fremont wants a 30-second timeout. 2:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. 45-38. Eagles have the lead, but now you're getting to the point where you're going to have to foul, and for the Eagles, you just want to make sure, unless it's absolute necessity, that it's not Heller or Charlaw that has to commit the foul. Both have 4. Nobody with 4 in the ball game right at the moment for the Blazers. They do have a lot of players with 2 and 3 fouls, but nobody with 4. Yeah, I don't think you could hardly jam anybody else into this gym right now. I'm sure it'll thin out a little after this game's over and before the boys' game starts, but right now it's pretty full. Charlotte lost the handle. Loose ball picked up by Moffler. Got it to Eldon. And now let's see what Eastside decides to do as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Moffler's going to take the 3, and that rims out. And the rebound tapped out to Turner. She'll run it the other way and shoots over Kitchen and scores. All of a sudden, Maya Turner's turned it on. She's got 11. And she'll bump and Kitchen all the way up the floor and knocks it away from her. Then it's poked back away, but Willow Tower comes up with a loose ball. Back out it comes to Charlotte. Off balance, throws it up, count it, and a foul for Grace Charlotte. 45-42, that'll bring the Eagles to within at least one possession with 1:37 to go.
Team third. Shooting one for the Eagles, number 10, Grace Charlotte.
So 1 for Charlotte, and it's a 2-point game. I give Fremont credit for one thing. They did not hit the panic button. They have stayed with what they do, and it's got them right back in it. And then Turner slaps at the ball again and knocks it out of bounds. And the inbounds comes to Kitchen, and she's got a wide open lane to the basket, and then fouled by Willow Towers. Count it, and a foul, and a chance for the 3-point play. Eagles didn't have anybody playing safety on the inbound. And Kitchen basically took it in for the touchdown. Just like that, lead back to 5, 48-43, less than 90 seconds to go. Charlotte pulls up in the lane, no. Turner fighting for the rebound, and a whistle and a foul. And this is going to go against Kitchen, and that's the 4th on Lucy Kitchen. Inbounds comes for Turner. Tried to split 2 defenders, a lot of contact, and now they're going to say a held ball, and the arrow points to Eastside. Moffler will inbound with 1:14 to go. Comes in for Kitchen. So bring it up against Turner. Kitchen now against Willow Towers, down to the baseline, and Towers going to be called for the foul with 1:02 to play. That's the 2nd on Willow Tower. And it's going to send Kitchen to the line with 1:02 to play. First one's up and good. This one's huge because this turns it into a 3-possession game, and she does. 50-43, lead is 7 with 1:02 to play. We're back in a minute. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
(50-43), Eastside leads it. 7-point advantage with 1:52 to go. Both teams in the bonus. And the possession arrow does favor Fremont at the moment, should that become a factor. But the Eagles trail it by 7, currently a 3-possession game. So basically with just 62 seconds remaining, if you're Fremont, you can't really afford probably to come up with any empty possessions. You've got to score every time you've got the ball, it would seem. Here's Charlotte, right side. 3 in the air from Heller. That rims out. And Tower got the rebound to Turner. Turner into the lane. Runner, no, but a foul. And Maya Turner back to the line to shoot 2.
Boys are fouls number 42, Adelaide Ellen. That's her first. Team 5th. Shooting 2 for the Eagles, number 2, Maya Turner.
Turner trying to get it back to a 2-possession game, and the first is no good. Struggled offensively to start tonight, but really picked it up in the second half. Had 2 points at halftime. She's got 13 now, and missed them both, and Kitchen's got the rebound. And you got to think it's going to be tough, and the foul by Huffnagel will be, or Heller rather, will be her 4th, or 5th.
For the Eagles, number 30, Riley Hayes. Shooting 2 for the Blazers, number 4, Lucy Kitchen.
Kitchen's back to the free. And the official having a word with Maya Turner, and I'm not sure what that was all about. 1 out of 2 for Turner down the lane. Blocking foul coming up against the Blazers.
2, Maya Turner.
So Maya Turner puts that one in. This game is right in line with the first time these two teams played, when the final score was 54-40 and a whistle and a foul on Willow Tower.